You feel these feelings. Like you said, 2 to 3 weeks. Your spirit guide's been prompting you, he said. That's why you're feeling these feelings. You're being prepared. Won't be right away, but this is coming. He said, don't worry, you know it already. You feel it. Why would we mention this to you, he said. Because we know you're feeling this. This is just another validation, he said to you, of what we see. He said, you have a good heart. A really good heart. Never forget that, he said. People will try to put you down in your life, hold you back, but you never let them. You're a go-getter, he said. Keep on going. You're going to get everything you want. Because when you want it, you get it. Doesn't she?
I never graduated high school.
Look where you are now.
Right.
Look where you are.
You're such a good boy.
Yeah.
Because it's you. Your merits. Your work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have a high school diploma to be who you are in this world.
I bought my house on my own at 24.
It's an honor.
That's
It's
right.
awesome. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. Without a high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
How many kids went to college and sitting working at Burger King right now in America? Can't get a job. Well, I don't know. Don't go study art history. That's not a good job to have. Major intake. People take stupid majors in school. You know, not gonna get a job doing that. You know. He said the one thing we can say about you, although you are a good person, a good mother, a good friend, you are also a person not to reckon with. Well, he said, you know this very well. You've known her a long time. She does have a good heart, doesn't she? A wonderful heart, he said. You wouldn't trade her for anybody. You love this woman, don't you? You love her, don't you? You got like a gal romance. You know, like bro romance, you know, you got a girl romance. You're always going to be friends, you tell. Very rarely do you ever disagree on things. You have. You both have. But you work through it. Every time. You're meant to be friends, he said. You always will be for eternity. He said you're stuck with each other.
Don't worry, Tom, it's broken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just put it up for the dog.
You're
Oh,
stuck
there we
with
go.
each
We
other.
got it like that. There we go.
It's a good
We
thing,
like
he always
that.
said. It's a good thing. He said, you know what I'm talking about here. You feel it between you two. It's like you're kindred souls. You bond. Your father has a thing to say to you. He's stepping back forward.
Just leave it. Just leave it. Leave it like this.
Even though he was not always the best father in the world, there was times where he was hard on you, times where he loved you very much, times he had to do the things he did not want to do, he said. I was your father, I had to. I wasn't always the best father, but I wasn't the worst either, he said. Here's the thing with my daughter.
Buddy.
So my daughter has a personal problem right now. She's not happy with it. He said, you know what this is? She said, I talked about it before. And now I'm going to do what I can do to help you, he said. I watch over you every day. I know you miss me at times. I miss you. Your mother and him weren't always happy together?
Oh, yeah.
They were all the time?
Buddy, stop it. Yes.
All the time? There were times they don't see eye to eye, though, he's saying. Your mother's strong-willed. She ruled the house, didn't she?
It depended on what.
On what?
It depended on what.
Everything generally was your mother. You need to know that your father's saying now. He listened to her a lot. All the time. Your mother had a mind of her own sometimes. If she wasn't happy with things, she'd let you know. Right off the bat. No holding back. Is your mother still in the world? Just your father that's passed. Because I didn't hear him say your mother was passed. That's why I'm asking you. Your mother got some friends around her? Where's she staying? He's pointing to where she's staying there.
She's here.
She's here in your home. She has friends. Hmm? No friends? That's what I was trying to point out. The friends. She said friends. He's saying that she needs to get involved in something more than what she's doing. She just needs to keep herself busy. Does this every day. Is she committed to something? Someone?
Anna.
Yeah, she's 19 now, so there's
Yeah, but still. She loves your daughter. Your daughter loves her. You have a good house here, you said. There's love going on here. You said you're gonna know what this means. Have you been thinking about telling somebody something that's on your mind? It's just hard to understand how I meant that. It's not that you want to be mean to somebody or somebody's being mean. It's nothing negative. It's something you want to express with somebody in your family. So that's all right. We're going to let this go. We're going to let this go, he said. You're not going to go continue on this path with us. This is something that you and I should sit down privately and talk about. I don't think it's something we should be doing on a record. Okay? That's why he's having him on with this one. So we're going to move on from that. Antoinette, we're going to leave you. We're going back to you, he said. We're almost done. We showed you both a lot, he said. Your husband has a good heart. But there are some things about him you'd like to see change. You guys got to bring the romance back in. Okay. Do the candlelight dinners, he said. Watch how quick he comes running back to you. Has he been a little distant the last couple of months? You notice that? He's a faithful man. Know that. You know that. Is your job demanding upon him? That's a lot of this. With you with the baby, and your work, and with his work, you're not making enough time for you two. That's what he's saying. Bust out the candles, put the kid to bed early. Throw a little Johnny Mathis on the radio. Get JD. You got to bring that fire back in the relationship. You said you need it. You've been feeling kind of neglected lately?
Like I want to kill him, yeah.
Well, that's murder. Neglect is a little different. But maybe the neglect is leading to the thoughts of murder. She's
Not that I
only
would
kidding you on this video. too. This cannot be used in a court of law. Okay. You're so funny. He has a good heart. Why you married him? You know he does. It's just that he's got all this pressure. He doesn't always want to be romantic like you'd like him to be. You know this. He's a good man. Tell him that. Let him know what you want. Sit him down and say, hey, listen, I got to talk to you about something. And lay your heart out, he said. It's going to change your whole marriage. He doesn't realize he's doing this, okay? You're not happy with the way he does things sometimes. It's not easy living with this man, he said. You see your struggles. He said he sees your struggles. But you love him, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do, he said. Now light the fire back up. This is what he's saying. Light the fire back up in your relationship. Watch how it changes, okay? So he's giving you a little nudge. You want that bond back and get it close again like when you first meet. When people first meet, it's all like, oh God, I can't go now. Then after 6 years, like, oh, I gotta go home to him. I gotta go home to her, make her dinner. It happens with everybody. That fire goes out and you get used to each other. Don't let that happen. How long have you been married?
A month.
A month? You gotta start the fire up again? Well, you've been with him longer than that, though. How long were you together?
Going on 5 years.
Yeah, so in 5 years period, the romance kind of settles down. It's time to rekindle what he's saying, okay? You'll be happy if you do. So will he. Trust me, men appreciate that. You know, he comes home from work and he sees candles on the dinner and the kids in the bed, like, wow, this was for me? It makes a man's heart feel good that he's loved and he's wanted. So do this, all right? We'll see you have a happy marriage, you know? We knew it was a month. You lived together for 5 years, though? No?
Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You thought he was never going to ask you to marry him. For a while there, you wondered. Did you wonder what's holding this guy back? About 3 years into your relationship? There's only a recent thing where you two decided to get married, isn't it?
A couple years.
He said around the second year, you're like, okay, what's up? Did you almost have to force him to say the words?
I could care less.
I don't think he meant, you better reword that. Force is a pretty rough word. Your influence upon him to make those words come out. Will you be my wife or will you marry me? You made it known you wanted this. You got what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You got exactly what you wanted. He said there's one more thing we'd like to say to both of you. We want you to know this has been a pleasurable experience for us in heaven, he said. You're both lovely women. I would be proud to know you, Spirit said. But then again, I do now. I know your whole lives, he said. He said he wants you to go forward now and tell people your